as mentioned at the outset, we have our own proprietary in-house artificial intelligence document review platform. And to give you some examples of what we're doing with it, so I think in the past year we've probably reviewed between 45,000 and 50,000 documents for 2 UK clearing banks using only AI to report on certain features in those documents in order to help the bank with their essentially the regulatory obligations to ring fence and restructure their business. We do a lot of trading banks, so banks are looking to sell parts of their business or looking to sell parts of their book. I worked on a project in 2014 where an Irish bank had gone into liquidation and they were basically offloading everything, all of their loans that they'd put out in the market. And we had a client looking at them, and in order to diligence those loans, so you're talking about 5 billion or something like that in total in terms of debt. We had about 100 lawyers in the firm at that stage working on documents. Now, banks have only ever issued so many vintages of documents. You know, if you imagine if you go to RBS tomorrow and get a mortgage, you don't get to negotiate that mortgage from the person standing next to you. But without tools such as we have an offering now, I would need 2 lawyers, one to look at one of those documents and one to look at the other to confirm the terms of those. So 2014, we were using 100 lawyers to review tens of thousands of documents in order to confirm the terms, and sadly they're reviewing huge amounts of the same documents. Fast forward that to this year and the end of last year, where we traded a large loan book, and we could do that in a core team of about 8 lawyers, and that was probably about a similar scale in terms of number of documents. We could also do it a lot faster and a lot more efficiently, and that's because, you know, we can look at one security now and say there are 68 securities that look exactly the same as this. So the lawyer can review one and the answers are pushed out for the remaining 67. And what you might have in one of those 68 documents is you might have in there, someone has negotiated a provision, and that's actually what we care about. It deviates from the standard form. So the lawyers spend their time on that provision rather than wading through these 68 documents. So they're just some examples in the banking team of what we've been working on, but yeah, it's pretty much a full-time job for most people now. I cannot tell you the last deal I did that didn't involve technology in some respect, so it's definitely working.